The potential float of the Iraqi dinar, a game-changing development in global finance. In recent years, discussions about Iraq's economic prospects and the potential float of its currency, the Iraqi dinar, IQD, have captured the attention of global financial and investment circles. If implemented, this move could mark a transformative shift not only for Iraq's economy, but also for international investors and the global financial landscape. The decision to float the Iraqi dinar could align the nation with international financial standards, improve economic stability, and attract foreign investment. This article explores the concept of a currency float, its implications for Iraq, and its potential global impact. What is a currency float? A currency float refers to a system where the value of a country's currency is determined by market forces, primarily supply and demand, rather than being fixed or pegged to another currency like the US dollar. In a floating exchange rate system, currency values fluctuate based on factors such as trade balances, interest rates, inflation, and foreign investments. This system contrasts with a fixed or pegged exchange rate, where a central bank maintains the currency's value at a predetermined level. While fixed systems provide stability, they can limit a nation's economic flexibility. A floating exchange rate, on the other hand, allows a currency's value to reflect real-time market dynamics. For Iraq, transitioning to a floating dinar would signify a fundamental change in its economic strategy, potentially leading to enhanced stability and global integration. Why floating the Iraqi dinar matters? Adopting a floating exchange rate could bring significant benefits to Iraq. 1. Boosting investor confidence. A floating currency demonstrates economic maturity and transparency. Allowing market forces to determine the dinar's value could enhance trust in Iraq's financial system, attract foreign direct investment, FDI, and build long-term partnerships with international investors. 2. Promoting economic stability. A currency float could stabilize Iraq's economy by aligning the dinar's value with market realities. This approach would reduce imbalances and foster sustainable growth. 3rd, meeting global financial standards. Transitioning to a floating exchange rate would align Iraq with international norms, boosting its credibility in global markets. This alignment could unlock new trade and investment opportunities while enhancing Iraq's standing on the global stages. Recent developments and preparations. The idea of floating the Iraqi dinar has been debated for years. Recent developments, however, suggest that this long-awaited move could be on the horizon. The Central Bank of Iraq, CBI, has been vocal about its efforts to strengthen the dinar as part of broader economic reforms. Key initiatives include currency reforms. Iraq has introduced new banknotes meeting international standards, signaling its intent to modernize its financial system. Diversifying revenue streams. The government is reducing its reliance on oil revenues by investing in infrastructure, education, and digital transformation. Strengthening financial institutions. Measures are being taken to enhance transparency and combat corruption, which have hindered economic progress in the past. Managed float versus free float. Iraq is likely to adopt a gradual approach, starting with a managed float. Under this system, the CBI would intervene in currency markets to stabilize the dinar and minimize risks. This method would allow Iraq to transition smoothly while building confidence among investors and citizens. Over time, Iraq could move toward a free float where the dinar's value would be entirely determined by market forces. Why now? Factors supporting the timing. Several factors make this an opportune moment for Iraq to consider floating its currency. 1. Economic diversification. As OPEC's second largest oil producer, Iraq's economy has been heavily reliant on oil revenues. To reduce vulnerability to fluctuating oil prices, Iraq is pursuing diversification through investments in infrastructure, healthcare, education, and technology. A floating dinar could complement these efforts by facilitating greater global integration. 2. Improved political stability. Despite ongoing challenges, Iraq has made significant progress in achieving political stability, which is a crucial foundation for economic transformation and foreign investment. Third, international support. Iraq's reforms have gained recognition from institutions like the International Monetary Fund, IMF, and World Bank. These endorsements signal to investors that Iraq is a credible economic partner, potentially paving the way for increased FDI. Challenges and risks of a floating dinar. While the potential benefits are promising, there are challenges to address. 1. Volatility. The initial phase of a currency float could lead to significant fluctuations in the dinar's value, creating uncertainty for businesses and consumers. 2. Public awareness. Educating citizens and businesses about the implications of a floating currency will be essential to maintaining confidence during the transition. Third, geopolitical uncertainty. Regional tensions and internal political dynamics could impact Iraq's economic progress. A transparent and well-planned approach will be critical to navigating these challenges. Global implications of a floating Iraqi dinar. The ripple effects of a floating dinar could extend far beyond Iraq. Regional impact. A stronger Iraqi economy could inspire similar reforms across the Middle East, promoting regional stability. International trade. A more competitive dinar could boost trade with Europe, Asia, and the Americas, strengthening Iraq's role in global commerce. Case study for reform. Iraq's experience could serve as a model for other nations undergoing economic transitions. Looking ahead. Key milestones to watch. As Iraq moves closer to floating its currency, several milestones will be crucial. Gradual implementation. A managed float could provide a controlled environment for the transition. Increased international support, backing from institutions like the IMF and World Bank will play a vital role. Economic stability. A successful float could solidify Iraq's position as a key player in the global economy. Conclusion. A monumental step forward. The potential float of the Iraqi dinar represents more than a financial adjustment. It is a bold statement about Iraq's readiness to embrace a brighter economic future. Supported by comprehensive reforms, international backing, and a commitment to global integration, Iraq is poised for a monumental transformation. For investors and global observers, this is a pivotal moment to stay informed and cautious while recognizing the vast opportunities ahead. The float of the Iraqi dinar could reshape not only Iraq's economy, but also the broader global financial system,